Coming up on this episode of Admiral Ocean, we'll find out how some students are making a splash in the Shark Tank, and how one of our very own Admirals is about to make his mark in the NFL's biggest game. We look at some hands-on work that students get in STEM Haven, and as always, we'll bring you the latest in news, sports, and your next week's weather forecast. Today is February 6th, 2026, and this is Admiral Ocean.
Good morning, Gulfport High. I'm Johnny Blake.
And I'm Julie McHugh, and this is episode 15 of season 7 of Admiral Ocean. Thanks for tuning in.
The second largest city in Mississippi continues to grow. When you drive around Gulfport, you probably notice several construction sites. Currently, there are new restaurants coming to the downtown area. The Downtowner is making massive progress to take over an iconic downtown location. Chef Robert St. John, who owns several restaurants in Hattiesburg, says his newest development will be respectful of the memories the community has of the former Triplet Day drugstore location and will have an old-school diner look and feel. And on the other side of 25th, a second new place to eat will be opening soon. TikTok sensation Your Barefoot Neighbor, Matthew Bounds, is renovating the former downtown bistro location. Matthew will be making the leap from social media to his first restaurant, Neighbor's Tap and Table, looking for this place to be open in March, and the Downtowner plans to be serving breakfast and lunch by May. And just south of this building, where 25th Avenue meets Highway 90, major construction has begun. Workers are busy in the 5-acre lot building a $105 million development called the Gulfport Town Center. It will feature retail and commercial space alongside upscale apartments and a Marriott hotel. And next door to the Mississippi Aquarium, the legendary Markham Hotel is about to make its comeback. Two other hotels are being built in Gulfport right now. Just down the road from GHS at the beach is a new Hampton Inn, which is set to open this spring. And a little farther down along the beach, a new Holiday Inn is being constructed at the end of DuBois Road, and 3 of these lots and the Markham building have been vacant since Katrina in 2005. It's great news that so much is developing in our city.
If you can't tell, we get a little excited about our CTE programs in the academic institutes. Right now, we're really in the bragging mood. February is National CTE Month. All month long, a spotlight is shown on CTE programs, bringing awareness to the different opportunities that these students have, and all the great things that they do every day. Health occupational students from the health science classes are assisting with a Red Cross blood drive. Our students get to check in donors and participate and observe in the actual collection of donations. As we showed you last week, our culinary arts program had a team compete in the regional junior chef competition, taking a victory. Our team, Coastline Cooks, will now compete at the state junior chef competition on March 2nd. They will travel to the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi, where they will defend their title of state champions. There are so many amazing things going on in the CTE classes. Another great example is the space that you may have noticed over by the tennis courts.
At Gulfport High School, there is a place located north of the school that many people may walk, ride, or drive by that holds many messy projects. But what is this place, and what does it truly value, you might ask? This place is called STEM Haven.
STEM Haven is a really cool spot for students and teachers to be able to work on projects independently. We have tools out there. We have lumber, stuff like that. So if you have a project in mind that you would like to work on, you get with myself, Mr. Puff, Mr. Kaiser, and arrange a time to go out there and work on projects.
A lot of work is done in STEM Haven, but who does most of it? Some might think it's the teachers only, but that's not exactly right.
All of the work outside of putting up the fence and pouring the concrete has been done by students. And a lot of those students who are working on these projects aren't in construction. They're not in engineering. They may be in automotive. They may not be in a CTE class at all. But they get to go out there and get some hands-on experience with some different tools.
As you can see, there are many messy things in STEM Haven, but there is one detail that is very beneficial to our Gulf Coast.
Mr. Wadsworth is using the area to grow marsh grass. We live here on the coast. For environmental reasons, we're losing shoreline, and Mr. Wadsworth's out there growing seagrass that he has been able to sell to environmentalists to help replenish the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So it's just really cool, man. And I'm very proud of it, and I'm hoping that we can just keep it growing.
There is a lot that goes on in the STEM classes. So how is this place so significant to the STEM Hall?
When we're in the lab working on projects, we have to make do some progress and then put it up, and do some more progress and put it up. Out of STEM Haven, we can kind of leave the projects in the process of being built. It also allows us to do some welding and painting and things like that. That's just a little bit too messy or too dangerous inside the shop.
Although STEM Haven is a very messy place, it also shows that there is a place that teachers and students can also come together and be fun and do creative things together.
It is Super Bowl weekend, but this Sunday, the biggest game of the year, will have a special meaning for the city of Gulfport and definitely for Gulfport High. Derek Hall, a native of Gulfport and a 2019 graduate of GHS, is the star outside linebacker for the Seattle Seahawks. And we couldn't be more proud and excited to have a former Admiral playing in the Super Bowl.
If there's anyone that deserves this opportunity, it is Derek Hall. He embodies everything that we hope all of our students take with them when they leave.
He came into this world, 23 weeks premature. He literally fit in the palm of your hand. He wasn't given a chance to live, but Mama Stacy refused to give up on him, and just, she felt like God had a plan for him and he deserved a chance. And, even through elementary school, he struggled. He couldn't go out and play with the other kids the way they did because, he had problems breathing and stuff. But Mama Stacy never gave up on him. He never gave up on himself. And he just kept grinding, and just kept working.
The excitement has people here at GHS recalling their memories of Derek walking these halls.
I taught Derek Hall when he was a 10th grader here at Gulfport High. What I remember most about Derek was that he was just Derek. He was phenomenally talented in both football and basketball, but he was a great student. He was always on top of things, and he had a great sense of humor. You would never know if you didn't know that he was such a great athlete because he didn't brag. He didn't walk around, with his nose in the air or anything like that. He was just a friendly, likable student who worked really hard at everything he did.
So I was one of Derek's guidance counselors, and he was my oldest son's workout partner in football. So I knew Derek really well. I'm super proud of him. I did always think he would get to this level because he is a rock star. And if you've ever seen his big muscles, I think I helped him train to get those.
Derek's science teacher, Miss Flores, remembers how he was in class and that she wasn't surprised that he has made it to the biggest stage in football history.
You know what? He was a good kid, and he always had big dreams. And I am just incredibly proud of him to see that he has made those dreams come true.
Even the current generation of Admirals are excited to be watching this Super Bowl and see a player who came before them here at GHS take the field in the big game.
I knew Derek for a long time. My dad coached me. He was like a big brother. I'm excited to see him in the Super Bowl.
Man, it's exciting just to see Derek Hall, someone that used to play in the Gulfport High jersey, wear the orange and blue. It's just something that, you want to go look up to, something that you want to be in one day. And just looking at him doing this, being from the coast, it shows that somebody from the coast can make it that far.
Once an Admiral, always an Admiral. He is the perfect example of an alum making it big. He comes back and gives to his home community.
He has done so much for our community. Before he even got into football, he's always giving back. And even when he was drafted and he got to the Seattle Seahawks, you'd see him coming down here, setting up free Thanksgiving baskets for people and stuff. He's always giving back. So it's not just that he's our alumni, but he's a true example of what it means to be an admiral.
I think it's important that students know that Derek Hall was not just a great athlete. He was also a great student while he was at Gulfport High School. He was a member of the National Honor Society, which I sponsored then and still sponsor. You have to have at least a 3.6 GPA to be a member, and you also have to complete at least 15 service hours a year. And he had great manners and was just an excellent all-around person.
Through my last 14 years teaching, I've heard a lot of kids talk about this person or that person being real. And it doesn't get any more real than Derek Hall. Derek he wasn't a partier. He didn't settle his issues with violence. He was just a kind, loving leader among men. So if you have an opportunity in life to choose this path or that path, right, you should turn your back on all of that and live like Derek. You know what I'm saying? Because that kid, man, his determination, hard work, compassion, humility, there's just nothing like it. And that's what's going to take you places in this world.
It is clear that Derek Hall hype is sweeping the campus. Even though many people may not have been Seahawk fans before, they definitely will be rooting for Seattle this Sunday.
We do plan to watch the Super Bowl at my house this year. It's not something we normally do unless a team we really love is playing in it. I have never been a Seahawks fan until Derek started playing there, and I'm definitely a Derek Hall fan, and I am so proud of him and excited for him that he has this opportunity to win the Super Bowl this year.
We know Derek is busy in California getting ready with his team, but we do wish him all the best and hope that even if he doesn't see this, that he still knows that Admirals are watching him and that we are so proud to say he's one of us.
But more so, we're just proud of you. So go Seahawks, and we are so excited.
Hey Admirals, I'm Nolan Bridges.
And I'm Nate Coleman, and this is your weekly sports update.
Thanks for joining us. The boy Admirals soccer team face Brandon next Tuesday, February 10th at 6 p.m. at the Herb. And this week, they sharpen their skills with an inter-squad game for preparation. Make sure next Tuesday we pack out the stands and give Brandon a hard climate to play in. As we know, the girls bowling team competed in the state championships this past Tuesday. Unfortunately, they came in 7th, but still a very impressive feat from our Admirals. If you see anyone on the team, give them a congratulations. Tennis and baseball start very soon, as tennis starts February 14th against Brookhaven and baseball starts February 10th against Picayune. Both teams are eager to begin their seasons and look forward to a strong start in February.
Boys powerlifting became regional champs this past Saturday. All 12 lifters moved on to South State, which takes place on February 26th in Pearl, Mississippi. Sean Garcia broke a 25-year-old Mississippi all-time state record in the 132-pound weight class with an unbelievable 295-pound bench press. Jace Odom got the award Best Lightweight Lifter, and Carson Matthews got Best Heavyweight Lifter. The boys basketball team played St. Martin this previous Tuesday, winning 62-38. Then they play West Harrison tonight at 7 p.m. and this game is senior night, so come up and show out for the senior Admirals and watch them win against West Harrison.
It goes without saying the Admiral football program has been on everyone's radar this year, especially with our historic state championship victory. So it was no surprise that when Pascagoula High was looking for a new head coach, they would come looking here. Head football coach Lewis Sims announced that he would be retiring after 15 seasons with Pascagoula football. This position wasn't vacant for very long, as Gulfport High's coach Zach Green was offered the head position there, and in January announced he would be taking the job. Coach Green has been the Admirals' defensive coordinator for 3 years, leading our defense to being ranked number 1 in the state, allowing an average of only 14 points per game. Coach Green's defense held opponents to a total of 44 points throughout all 4 playoff games. We weren't surprised when another football team recruited him. Coach Green takes his experience of helping to run a very physical team and show his strength in shaping a football program.
It's a lot of hard work. He's done a great job. He's got a phenomenal resume, and just kind of the right time, right place for him to be able to take another head coaching job, another step in his profession. And so we wish him, all the best in that aspect, and he's more than ready for it.
This is an exciting opportunity for Coach Green, but it is bittersweet for everyone. Head coach Blake Pinnock has worked with him for many years, and they've made many memories together still. Pinnock is excited to see what his friend and colleague will do in this next chapter of his career.
Coach Green and I have been friends for a really long time, and he's been on my staff for a long time, dating back to my time at Ocean Springs as well. And so we've won a lot of ball games together, and to see him kind of get that next phase in his career was extremely rewarding on our part too.
Even though the coaching staff hates to see him leave, they are really excited to see what Green will accomplish in the next role he's taking on.
We are sad to see him leave because we will miss him a lot. Great defensive coordinator, probably the best defensive coordinator in the state, but really excited for him to get this first opportunity to be a head coach, and I can't wait to see what he does at Pascagoula.
Athletic Director Matthew Walters knows that the kind of coach that Green is will assist the community as well as the players on his team.
I think he's going to be great for the community because he really cares about kids a lot, and he wants them to be better people more than better football players, but I think he's going to be able to accomplish both, so he's going to make the community a better place.
As Coach Green begins his new journey at Pascagoula High, expectations are high and the community is ready for big changes with discipline, leadership, and a strong vision for the future. Coach Green hopes to not only build a winning football program, but make a lasting impact on the players and the Pascagoula community.
As we continue to celebrate what our students do in CTE courses, we wanted to take a look at another program who just had a great learning experience for students. One of our 3 institutes in AIG is CAB, which stands for Communication, Art, and Business. Mr. Turner teaches the Year 1 Business Marketing and Finance class. In order to help teach his students about taking a product from an idea to marketing, he recreated the TV show Shark Tank, in which students had to identify a problem and come up with a product that met the problem.
Mr. Turner's marketing class learn to show off their ideas to possible investors to promote their products. This can teach students how to properly negotiate and communicate with investors, and also how to take good feedback and master working in partner groups.
With Shark Tank and marketing, you are talking about the marketing mix, which has the product, the price, the place, and the promotion of your item. And so again, the creativity of each of the students and their groups and how they would actually develop a product and promote it out to people that may want to invest in it.
I looked at the slides when I got home and figured out what was I gonna say each slide. So instead of looking at the board and talking, I could speak to the judges.
I feel like this experience was really good because it gave you like a step-by-step process of like when you're trying to market a product, and I feel like that's good if I ever want to market my own product or anything like that in the future.
Just like on the show, students had to present their product and marketing plan to judges, or sharks, who evaluated the students' presentation and possibly make them an offer to get their product from idea to reality.
I would say the most challenging part was making sure that everything was perfected for the people that were judging us and making sure that the slides were all in order.
Students found the experience both fun and challenging.
You have to be prepared. If you aren't prepared, you're not going to make your pitch. I also learned that you have to kind of communicate with your teammates and collaborate well.
Basically, you really need to be prepared to talk in front of judges. You need to know what you're talking about. You need to be knowledgeable.
Once again, teachers are coming up with innovative ways to help students learn. We will continue to bring you more of what the amazing things are happening in our CTE programs.
Last week, we reported on how the winter storms had not only affected a large portion of the country, but had really hit some of the areas on our own state pretty hard. Hundreds of thousands of Mississippi residents were without power. We reported that the campus of Ole Miss was going to be closed until the 8th. We do have some updated information on our neighbors farther north in the state. Power companies have been hard at work along with other crews trying to remove fallen trees and repair power lines. Still, tens of thousands remain without power, and Ole Miss released a statement Wednesday saying they will try to reopen the campus on the 9th. Many residents may still be without power at that point. Thankfully, our weather here on the coast is much more mild. Let's go to reporter Julie Flores and get the forecast for the weekend and look at what you can expect next week.
Good morning, everyone. I've got your weather for today and your weekend. Today is another sunny day with 0 chance of rain. We've had a chilly start to our morning, but with lots of sunshine and very little cloud coverage, we should warm up to a rather mild day. Our afternoon high today is 68 with a little wind out of the west. Humidity is 55%, making it a really nice day outside. Sunset will occur at 5:36 p.m. this evening. It's going to be chilly tonight. Our overnight low will be 40. Your weekend forecast looks really nice. Our mild temps and sunshine will stay with us through the weekend. Our highs will be in the mid to upper 60s and no chance of rain all weekend. This will be great for anyone planning to catch a Mardi Gras parade tomorrow or Sunday. Our mild weather will continue next week, with highs in the low 70s making it feel like spring. We will have partly cloudy skies most of the week. The week will start off rain-free, but the chance for rain increases each day, and by Friday you can expect a few scattered showers. Take advantage of the beautiful weekend and enjoy the spring-like temps next week.
February is Black History Month. As reporter Ian Price takes us out for this week's Student Mic segment, we turn our thoughts to the significance of African American history in our nation.
With the first week of Black History Month reaching its conclusion, we are curious to discover the students' knowledge of important figures and events during Black history, so we conducted our own Black History Month trivia. The questions range from incredibly easy to incredibly difficult. Who is the woman who is known for conducting the Underground Railroad?
Harriet Tubman.
Correct. What amendment abolished slavery?
Wait, was it a 17th?
Who was the person who was behind running the Underground Railroad?
It was a woman, I know that. No, it was not a woman. It wasn't. Harriet Tubman.
Correct. Who is known for making the blood transfusion system?
What? Oh, the blood transfusion system? It was... I actually don't know. I learned about this in class today, but I can't remember.
You see, good sir, it was Dr. Charles Drew. Who was the woman who sparked the Montgomery bus boycott because of their defense in the civil rights movement?
Hold on. Rosa Parks?
Correct. You have got it right. Man known as Peanut Man, who made hundreds of products from peanuts, soybeans, and sweet potatoes.
Who was the man? I was finna say Little Man. That's wrong?
Yes, it is, because it's George Washington Carver.
Oh, man.
Who is the man who's behind the blood transfusion system?
Christopher Columbus.
No, the answer was Dr. Charles Drew. Stephen, what amendment abolished slavery?
Number 13.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct. Who is the speaker of the famous I Have a Dream speech?
That's Martin Luther King Jr.
Who is known as the Peanut Man for making hundreds of products from peanuts, soybeans, and sweet potatoes?
George Washington.
Correct, you are. What did the Civil Rights Acts of 1964, 1965, and 1966 do to help African Americans?
They helped free them, abolish slavery, right?
Who was the first African American woman to win a Nobel Peace Prize in literature?
Susan B.
What amendment abolished slavery?
15th.
It was the 13th. Who sparked the Montgomery bus boycott in the civil rights movement?
Martin Luther King.
That is all for this episode. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube where you can catch current and past episodes on Admiral Ocean. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.